Hi families, my name is Miss Jenna and I'm an artist living in Western Pennsylvania interested in upcycling, usually discarded materials, into brand new artworks. This Earth Month, Waste Management and I are teaming up to arm you with important information about recycling and hopefully inspire you to use creative solutions to become environmental stewards. In this video, we're going to be creating torn paper collage using recycled fiber materials. But first, I'm going to let an expert from Waste Management explain more about recycling paper waste.
Hi families, my name is Stephanie and I work for Waste Management. We are so excited to partner with Miss Jenna to bring this fun activity to you. You will be creating paper collage landscapes using recycled fiber material. What a fun way to repurpose material that just ends up in the recycling bin. When we talk about fiber material, we're referring to items like newspaper, magazines, cereal boxes, office paper, and cardboard. Fiber items are widely accepted in most curbside recycling programs. When WM collects your recyclables, we bring them to a material recovery facility, or MRF, for proper sorting and processing. Our facilities use disc screens to sort fiber materials such as cardboard and paper. These disc screens are specifically designed pieces of equipment that consist of rows of rotating discs. It is important to make sure the right fiber material is going into your curbside recycling bin. Remember to recycle cardboard, office paper, newspaper and advertisements, magazines, and cereal boxes and chipboard. Items like receipts, Post-it notes, envelopes with plastic windows, shredded paper, and water-resistant envelopes do not belong in your curbside recycling bin and can create a lot of problems at our sorting facilities. Doing projects like making a paper collage with these materials is a great way to give them a reuse. Every day, we collect and sort tons and tons of recyclables, and it takes everyone to make recycling work. You can help. Make sure we recover good quality recyclables by following these 3 simple rules. 1. Recycle only clean bottles, cans, paper, and cardboard. 2. Keep food and liquid out of the recycling container. And 3. No loose plastic bags and no bag recyclables. It is important that we put the right material into our curbside recycling bins. When you recycle properly, your materials can be used to make new products.
We're going to be making torn paper collage. But what is collage? Collage is whenever you put together a whole bunch of assorted items to create one uniform artwork. There have been a lot of artists throughout history who have used this form of art making in their own practice. For example, Romare Bearden, and also contemporary artists like Mark Bradford and Seth Clark, who use discarded and found items in their art making. Now, what are we going to use in our collage? I challenged myself for the last couple of weeks to collect any fibrous material that I would normally recycle or throw away, and here are some of the things that I came up with. Junk mail, wrapping, receipts, coupons, corrugated cardboard, packaging, cardboard and food labels, mailers and newspapers, and magazines. As soon as I collected these items, I started to tear them so that I could create more manageable pieces for my artwork. And then I sorted them according to color. So I have my oranges and some reds and some violets. I have some blues and some purples. I have some golds and some yellows and some oranges. I have some greens and some beiges and tans, and some whites and some silvers. Now this is a really great activity for early learners who are just starting to understand colors and the value scale. Now on top of our collage materials, we're going to need just a few other things for our artwork. A flat piece of cardboard, which you can just cut from a box, a packaging box. A glue stick. You can also use liquid glue, but you would just want to have a paintbrush as well. You can also have some scissors on hand in case you want to make some more precise shapes that you can't achieve through tearing paper. To get started, I covered my entire cardboard piece with collage pieces that are medium to large size. I wanted greens at the bottom for my earth and blues and grays at the top for my sky. One challenge that I'm going to give you is to overlap and to layer as much as possible, and this is going to give you a lot of dimension and interest in your collage. We're also going to work from top to bottom on our artwork, the top representing the background, the middle being the middle ground, and the bottom being the foreground, or the area that is closest to you as the viewer. I already have my background covered, and I do not want to work on any details until I have general shapes and sizes for my entire artwork, so I'm going to let that go for now and work on my middle ground. I tore this piece of corrugated cardboard and I was really inspired by it, and I decided to use it sort of as a mountain range for my collage. Now I'm not working from any image, though if that is something that would be interesting to you, I think that's a great idea. You can find nice images in calendars that you haven't used or magazines, but I think the best thing that you can do is to take an image all your own. And that way your artwork is all yours from the subject to the creation. I'm going to completely cover the back of my collage piece with my glue stick, and then I can place it from corner to corner and apply some pressure with my hands and really push down. I really like the idea of using the corrugated, the cardboard, along with the flat pieces of paper, because it really gives your artwork some dimension and also covers up a lot of space very quickly. Now I can use all of my other pieces to start to layer in some color and some texture for my middle and my foreground. And I think that I'll probably work with some tall grasses and some low grasses, and eventually layer in some different plants and flowers. I'm going to be tearing my pieces to give a nice soft edge that's organic, and I can also use my scissors to create fringes. And I'm going again to challenge myself to overlap and to layer as much as possible. So far, I'm pretty happy with all of the different sizes and shapes and color variation that I've added in the front here. I've done lots of layering, I've used fringing with my scissors, and also torn. So I think I have a lot of nice subtle differences here. So I think I'm going to now move back into the background and work a little bit on some detailing of maybe clouds. If you were to do a sunset or something like that, then you could also start to work on that aspect of your sky or of your background. Now that I have some detailing in the sky here with some clouds, I think I'm going to try to add a focal point in the front of my artwork on the bottom in the foreground. And thinking about perspective, things that are closest to us are going to be much larger. And for example, if I were to put a windmill or if I were to put some trees that are in any distance from the viewer, then they would be very small, as opposed to if I put them in the foreground, it would be very large. So I think I'm going to play around with some color and some different sizes here in the foreground. I think that I've finished my collage now. I'm happy with all of the variation that I have in sizes, shapes, the line with the cut edge and the torn edge. I also have some focal area down here in my foreground where I have much more detail and layering with my grasses and with my flowers. I'm so excited for you to create a paper collage all your own. Now I'm going to send you back to Stephanie for more important information about recycling and how you can share your creation with me and the rest of our community.
Still unsure about what can go into your curbside recycling bin? Talk to your municipality or visit www.wm.com/recycleright. We hope you enjoyed this fun activity. Share photos of your finished artwork with WM by tagging us on social media at Waste Management on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.